Put the safety key back on. Now let me just pick 6 kilometers an hour. All right. And now it's quieter than what it was. Uh-oh. Getting quicker. Are we on? See this right here? This? That's the reason why I'm getting this. That's the Decathlon Domyos Run 500. Let's get inside it right now and see what these bad boys are made of. Ooh, shit. Heavy as hell. Let's take it off. Ooh, looks impressive. So about to get running, and all this going to melt off in no time. Oh, there's some instruction. I believe nobody likes reading that. All right, you got the cable, you got the security thing, we got remote, oh, a power cable. Is there anything else? Oh, cup holder. All right. How do I leave this out? It's intimidating unpacking something for the first time on. Because you don't want to hear that and break something. Does it go up? Yeah, it certainly does. Oh, and wheel free. Put that aside. And the Domyos Run 500 just passed its first folding test, which was one of the reasons, actually the main reason why I decided to buy this. Why? Because as you can see, when completely folded, there's like a maximum width of 25 centimeters. You can convert that to inches for you imperial brothers out there. But out here we use centimeters. So 25 centimeters width when completely folded vertically, and standing height of 165 centimeters and 65, 67-ish. Actually, give me a tip. 75 on the widest part, 60 on the actual treadmill itself, and the walking belt, 45. Here you have it, all right? 130 centimeters. Oh, actually it's printed there for me. All right, and the length, 165 centimeters. And 25, do I even need to measure it? It's slim enough. And it fits in a tiny little space, because this is exactly where we're gonna be storing it. I'm getting a workout already. And look at that. Just toss away in this tiny little shoe box that we live in. Right? So you can still walk freely. You have, for those who have this huge spaceship looking type treadmill, this should fit the bill for you. And it costs, yeah, I don't want to talk about the price right now, we'll still get there later on. And behind the treadmill, Domyos went ahead and provided us with this Allen keys right here. That's gonna help us in reducing the belt tension. And that's the underneath, that's what it looks like. It has some stands and rollers, right, to move things around. You already saw me. I keep demonstrating once again. Go to the back so you can show folks. Right, just lean it slightly and you can move it around. See them rollers right there? It moves back and forth effortlessly. Oh. All right, see that? And then back up. Design. Look at this. All right, in case you forget to charge your phone, you already went ahead and provided a USB port. And now to the moment of truth, Set it up. And then you have this lever. Flip it. And then you can finally lift it up. And flip the panel over, all right? More than enough ample space to hold your phone, laptop. Take the screen off, all right? The film comes off. Very satisfying. And before your first operation, it's advised you lift up the walking belt. That way, you can easily access the board right underneath for some lubrication. And you can just do that with your MTB tire lever. It goes over and you can, see that? Put your nozzle in here and just squirt some oil there. It keeps the belt running smooth for a long time. And maintenance is key. Just go ahead and plug up. I don't know what this safety thing is supposed to stand for and how it's used. Some people say you can just clip it onto your shirt so you don't fall off. So you mean to tell me that this tiny little cable right here is gonna save my 110 kilo ass from falling over? Anyway, how do we turn it on? Huh? That's the remote controller. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. There's a red switch right here that should turn on. Okay, and it lights up. It says remote controller. I think it's magnetic. Just it has this gimmicky cup holder right here, and that way you can hang. Whoa, that's a struggle right there. Well, you know, it's just better than nothing. This is gonna be the first upgrade. Take it off because it's useless. And more of the details. Right in front of here is Domyos Run 500. And on the side says a maximum weight of 130 kilograms. So I'm still within the target audience right there. Dynamic deck. Alright, it has 2-year warranty on parts and label, 5-year warranty on the structure, and 10 years availability of all parts. And this holes right here, hopefully we won't have to do that, but in case we need to increase the tension, you have the little screw on the left and the right side. And that way, with this Allen key right here, you can use that to adjust your walking belt tension. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and press start. All right, and the default speed is gonna be, what is it reading right now? All right, there on the display you see inclination, right, in percentage, and you can adjust. Wow, this is gonna be a grease magnet right here. All right, it can go from 1% to 10% inclination, as you can see, and you can always turn that up. Now it's going up. I was pressing down, expecting it to. Now it's going up. Now, or you could just choose the lowest one right there automatically as you're running. Okay, here you have your heart rate, here the calories burned, time, kilometers, and the actual speed right here in kilometers an hour. And here you have your speed. Right? It goes from 6 kilometers an hour to 16 maximum kilometers an hour. And then in the middle, of course, you have your remote holder. Here you say start, pause, and stop button. Like if I say stop right here, it's good. Look at that. And it says calories burned, training, endurance, target, and then you have programs. So you can also connect to your app, but I'm not going to be doing that because for you geeky folks out there, you probably know how to figure that out by yourself. All right, so you can connect to Domyos. I'm just gonna download there, and a nice little spot to put your cell phone or maybe your tablet, in my case, and you can watch your favorite YouTube channel like circuit channels while you're working out. Just gonna go ahead and open that up right now. Domyos eConnect. Well, me, I just need something straightforward, something I can just, get my workout on. All right, let me pause that right there and show you guys how these handle a 6'3" guy from afar. All right, so we chose 6. It's a little too loud, but I guess most likely because I'm running it without the lubrication. The engine and the belt is a little too loud. All right, so to adjust the belt tension, and I'm gonna hold down the start and stop button. All right, put safety key back on. Press this simultaneously for 3 seconds. Put this right inside. Oh, okay. And the speed should climb up to 5 kilometers an hour. And the belt tension should be between 1.36 and 1.48. And 2.55 right here is a little too hard, okay? So we're gonna go down here and adjust the tension. So if I go, and you wanna do that uniformly, okay? So if I go half turn on the left, I go half turn. And now it's 2.34. And I just keep repeating this till you get to the recommended value. All right, so here I'm going a whole half ton. And remember, whatever you do on the left, you also have to do that on the right. All right. Check it. And you just keep repeating that process till you get to recommended value. All right, now I'm just gonna save you from watching paint dry, and I'll be back when it's set. So I've just kind of managed from down to regulate this to the recommended value. The belt says 1.35, 1.39, it's just oscillating between that. And as you can notice, it's still a little bit too loud for my liking. So yeah, I think this should work. Silicone gray. So this should kind of quiet the. Let me just stop this real quick. Let this up. Come on. Just gonna come to the other side right now. Do it on this side. Alrighty. Now I'm just gonna turn it on at the speed of 5 kilometers an hour and let it on for the next 5 minutes, and it should be fine. Oh, so now the belt tension says 1.25. It's a little too loose right now. So the problem overall has been lubrication. It is. The entire unit came under lubricated. I'm just gonna regulate it and come back when it's all done, okay?
5 minutes later.
All right, so as you can hear, there's an issue with the loud noise. I think this plastic element here is making contact with the rotor that is inside. Because as it's running right now, when you lift it up, see that? You notice the difference, and then just let it go, all right? A completely new product. Domyos Run 500. That's definitely the factory default. So we'll already contact Decathlon, and they're supposed to send a replacement. Wish they had worked. So we're just gonna have to see what the next one looks like. And if it fails, then it means bye-bye for good. Domyos Run 500. What a disappointment. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. So, it's another day. We reach out to Decathlon and shout out to them to send another unit. So, let's see how this works out this time around. So, whole another new unit now. So, that's the same drill. Just gonna speed this up. All right, hopefully we're back to where we were. Plug it up. Hopefully this doesn't rock on our motor. Turn up the speed now. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so we were back where we were the last time. We're gonna do our tension test. Just hold it down for a few seconds. Plug this right inside in. No noise. It means we got a working unit this time around. So now, but up here, come closer. It says 1.49. I think somebody already did that tensioning, so we don't have to feed away anything. So thank God that's out of the way. Fine. And that should be done periodically. All right, so let's just hop on it now. And I could just pick 6 kilometers an hour. All right. And now it's quieter than what it was. Uh-oh. Getting quicker. And when you're done, just put your legs on the rails beside. All right, so we can just up it a little bit, go to 10 kilometers an hour, 12 kilometers an hour, 14 kilometers an hour, and 16, that's the max speed. Max speed right there. Loud. And I'm just gonna turn it right back to 6 kilometers an hour because yeah, we're not trying to run here. And the remote says, let me do it without the remote. I'm just gonna pick 4% inclination right there. All right, and it should automatically go up. Is it going up? I guess so. All right, so 6. Actually, let me turn down the speed a little bit. Oh, put it down right there to like 4 kilometers an hour. And now we're 6% inclination. Now I press 8. Love that. 8% inclination. Is doing this in real time without having to stop your training, all right? So now we are at 8, and then the maximum inclination is gonna be 10%. And it's doing that in real time. Let me actually just reduce the speed a little bit, all right, to like walking pace. Now I've already gone down to like 2 kilometers an hour. Oh, now this is a much more realistic scenario right here, all right? And that's 3 kilometers an hour. And it just feels like I'm going up some slant hill, right? And of course, you burn more calories the faster you go, obviously. So far, I've done 4 minutes, 30 seconds, and on attack meter right here, it says I've burned 42 calories. So I'm 6'3", so it might feel a little too cramped because it's just so 45 centimeters wide, okay? For walking, I think it's perfect. Except if you want to run, then you might want to consider going for something a little bit bigger than this compact treadmill. But as for me, can't complain. I want a compact, and compact I got. It's one of those machines where you could just roll out of the bed in the morning when you're feeling lazy, the weather is ugly outside. You could just hop on top of this and do some 30 minutes light workout or hard workout as you wish. And in no time, all those love handles is gonna be gone. I promise you. What 30 minutes workout right now altogether? Bye, love handles. And what else do we have there? I believe this just takes a little bit of time getting used to. And of course, all that is controllable with your remote as well. So this increases the speed, and this right here increases or decreases the treadmill, as you can see. Right? So you can press on it. And when you're done, just put it right back in the designated place. And when you're done, just press stop and it says goodbye, right? So I believe that is it. And in case it gets a little too loud for your neighbors, for instance, you can get you one of these dedicated treadmill carpet to soften those vibrations. Loving it so far.